didn't have it. Sleeping on the floor, wishing it was a mattress. Now I'm in Hollywood with actors and actresses, where everybody bougie, latest trends and fashions. I'd rather keep it a buck, 100 if you ask me. I was trying to pay the bills just like last week. I was trying to sell a deal just like last week. Trying to run plays and run it up like the mathletes. It's in my DNA to have hope and make a way. Good energy will hit that MJ fade away. Miss me with the hate and now, bruh, not today. Stayed in my lane, didn't complain, this was meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now there's not a mystery. Stop without a hating, dog, man, this is meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now there's not a mystery. Stop without a hating, dog, man, this is meant for me. I'ma let bygones be bygones. I'ma keep rapping till I turn into an icon. Back against the ropes, kept swinging like Tyson. Back in the booth, now I'm snapping as a python. Had to rise up to the horizon. Use my words to connect, no Verizon. Speak the truth, I'ma show you chase your dreams. I'm living proof, not the industry type, but I'ma grind from the roof.
We've got the Milwaukee Bucks facing the New York Knicks. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Now, here's Lillard. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here's Lillard. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Antetokounmpo's got the first points up on the board here for Milwaukee. For 3, Bridges. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lopez a screen. Here's Lillard. Stolen by Brunson. Bridges with it. Picked up by Kuzma. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Hey, Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Brunson. Lopez with the block.
Lopez has size and great instincts. That makes him a threat to knock shots away like that.
Down low. And Lopez throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Now here's Lillard. Screen by Giannis. Lillard looking around. Shot clock at 6. Knicks with the rebound. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, "You have any ideas?" Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. The kick out to Towns. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis outside. pass to Lillard. Screen by Giannis.
2 minutes.
Out to Kuzma. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. New York trailing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Milwaukee ball.
And the Bucks with possession. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. 7-foot shot. And Giannis with a nice bucket inside. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket.
And I like that Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Towns wide open. Nailed from three-point land.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space, Towns can exploit any gap in a defense.
Here is Lillard. 5 to shoot. ATA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Looking back at Damian Lillard's time in Portland, what an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Yeah, unbelievable, all-time great for the Portland Trailblazers. All-NBA 7 times, Kevin, the Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on a uniform in the great Pacific Northwest. But I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done, and he wants to win at the highest level, and that's what he's looking to do.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Knicks lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
From deep three-point land, Payne can't hit. The Bucks trail. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Lillard. Six on the shot clock. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender. but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Defensive foul.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Second personal foul.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Here's New York. They trail by 1. To the middle. The rebound by the Bucks. Prince outside. Over McBride. Prince misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Robinson. There's the 3. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got his first 3 points of the game.
And it's crucial that Anunoby knocks down that jumper, showing how skilled he is from the perimeter.
Inside, Lopez. Off target at the rim. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
Now here's Lillard. 8 points for him. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Knicks making a switch here. Here's Prince. No scoring in this one. To the paint. Giannis dunks it down.
They like to use Giannis in the pick-and-roll situations. He's getting better at understanding how to set the screens. With a rolling target, boy, he's a good one.
Now here's Brunson. On the wing, Anunoby. Out to Brunson. And stolen by Lillard. Here's Prince. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Substitution for your Knicks. Precious Achiuwa.
On defense, New York. 3-point lead. Kicks it out to Prince. Good on the 3-point shot.
But when he's spotted up like that, Taurean Prince, those percentages, very comfortable on that one.
Thompson with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Fires from deep. Kuzma pulls it in. Prince outside. Back to Lillard. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick-and-roll set.
And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So, 6-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently he is.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 10. Screen by Antetokounmpo. To the inside. And the flush by Antetokounmpo!
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
Here's Brunson. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Lillard outside. And there's the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, Lillard works so hard on the offensive end of the floor. It's really what helps him get going like this.
The kick out to Anunoby. Down low. Here's Giannis. Good. And a nice assist from Prince. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee. Inside. And there's the goal on Karl-Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
To the lineup for your New York Knicks, number 25.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Milwaukee on top.
22.
They finish off the second quarter with a 13-3 run. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Brunson, no good. Milwaukee leading by 5. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
And the Bucks with possession here. Prince outside. It's rebounded by New York. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Anunoby in the corner. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Lillard with it. Brunson picks him up. Screen by Giannis. To the middle. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Brunson surveying the D. Pass to Anunoby. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Anunoby's got 5 points so far.
Brunson with a great job of just the setup on that play.
Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
Now here's Lillard. 12 points for him. Lopez left side. Pass to Kuzma. Lopez a screen. 6 to shoot. Just his first attempt. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Lopez has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
Doing the dirty work with that sheer size. Lopez clears the glass and sends it back.
Hart, wide open. He fires. New York, no good that time either. Lopez a screen. Prince misses.
think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Here's Lillard, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's rebounded by New York. We've got 1:18 left for the third. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the third. Bucks leading by 7. Outside Prince.
That'll be 3 seconds.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Now here's Kuzma. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Achua in the corner. New York, no good that time either.
You have to be willing to pass in those situations. That was a low percentage shot.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Bridges got 7 points.
I'd like to see Mikal get out there on the fast break and see that open opportunity.
Kuzma outside. 23 seconds left to play in the third. Comes up empty down low. Knicks trail by 6. And he gets it back. Bridges for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific deep.
32.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Giannis. Lillard outside. It's Prince on the wing. Lock at 6. To the paint. Here's Giannis.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Now Payne. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And the Knicks making a change here. That's good from Payne. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Payne grabs the board.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Here's Lillard. And the layup is good.
And Dame Lillard with tremendous concentration there.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Inside. Here's Golick. Here's Towns. That shot off the mark. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Lillard outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Prince outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 6 to shoot. And he overshot that one, missing.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Pass to Anunoby. Lopez with the steal. Here's Giannis. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Milwaukee leading by 7. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard. It's deflected. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. And here's Prince outside. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul.
The Knicks making a switch here.
Substitution for the Knicks.
1:50 left to play in the final quarter.
Timeout.
And that one's good. Antetokounmpo.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Pass to Lillard. Lopez a screen. Fires for 3. Lillard misses.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in. And he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And it's Lillard missing.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Bridges, no one around him. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
And Bridges elevating his game. Woo!
Lillard with it. Pass to Prince. Fires the 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Gets the 3 to fall.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
It's the first net. Will put them up by 2.
Second team.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Brunson with a clean look. Count it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And Brunson's got the mindset to deliver.
Pass to Lopez. Lillard with it. The 3. Count it!
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
From deep, Brunson. No good from three-point territory. So a close game sees no.
Something about that rollie when it first touched my wrist had me feeling like that boy when he first touched that. I'm gone.